Imagine this scenario. You have a business idea. Maybe it is flipping houses, maybe it is an e-commerce store, or maybe it is a consulting firm. You are excited. You go to the bank, you open an account, and the banker smiles and offers you a business credit card. You sign the paperwork, you get the card. You start spending on ads, inventory, and equipment. Then, something goes wrong. The market shifts. A client doesn't pay you. The inventory gets stuck at the border. You miss a payment on that business card. Suddenly, your personal phone starts ringing. It is a debt collector. You check your personal credit monitoring app, Credit Karma or Experian, and you see a massive red drop. Your personal score has tanked by 100 points. You go to refinance your home mortgage and you get denied. You try to buy a family car and you get hit with a 10% interest rate. Wait a minute, you say. That was a business debt. Why is it destroying my personal life? The answer is 2 letters. PG. Personal guarantee. When you signed that paper at the bank, you didn't just open a business account. You signed a personal guarantee. You told the bank, if my business fails, you can come after my house, my car, and my personal savings. You pierced the corporate veil before you even built it. Most entrepreneurs in America are operating naked. They think they have an LLC, so they are protected. They are wrong. An LLC protects you from lawsuits, but unless you build corporate credit, it does not protect you from the bank. My name is Conrad, and welcome to the Wealth Architecture channel. Today we are not talking about repairing credit, we are talking about building a fortress. I am going to teach you how to build a credit profile for your EIN that is completely separate from your SSN. I am going to show you how to get $50,000 or more in funding without a personal guarantee. This is what we call no PG funding. This is the strategy that wealthy people use to scale their empires without risking their family's security. And the best part? It is not a loophole. It is exactly how the system was designed to work, if you know the code. If you are ready to stop risking your personal assets for your business dreams, smash that subscribe button. We are building a community of financially sovereign architects here. And let me know in the comments, do you currently have an LLC, or are you operating as a sole proprietor? Put LLC or sole prop in the comments below. Let's build the veil. Before we apply for a single penny, we have to talk about fundability. This is a term used by lenders. Before a computer algorithm decides to give you money, it checks if you are a real business. 99% of people fail right here. They form an LLC online, they use their home address, they use their personal cell phone number, and then they go apply for credit. And they get denied instantly. Why? Because you look like a high-risk hobbyist, not a corporation. To get no PG funding, funding based on your business's merit, not yours, you need to look legitimate on paper. Here is the checklist you must complete before moving forward. First, you need the entity. You cannot do this as a sole proprietorship. You need a distinct legal entity, an LLC, a C Corp, or an S Corp. This creates a separate legal person in the eyes of the law. Without this, you are the business, and the business is you. There is no separation. Second, the address. This is where the amateurs get filtered out. Do not use your home address. Do not use a P.O. box. The banking software knows that 123 Maple Drive is a residential house. It knows that P.O. Box 55 is a box at the post office. You need a commercial address. If you don't have an office, you need a virtual office address from a provider like Regus or Opus. But be careful, you want a real street address that can accept mail, not just a mailbox. When a lender looks up your address on Google Maps, they should see a building, not a UPS store. Third, the phone number. Do not put your personal iPhone number on your applications. You need a dedicated business line. You can get this from RingCentral, Grasshopper, or even Zoom Phone. But here is the secret sauce. You must list this number with the 411 directory assistance. I know, it sounds like 1995. Who uses 411? Lenders do. Their automated systems check the national 411 directory to see if your business exists. If you are not listed, you are invisible to the algorithm. List yourself on listyourself.net. It's free or very cheap. Fourth, the website and email. If your business email is construction-company-name@gmail.com, you are instantly flagged as high risk. You need a professional domain. yourname@yourcompany.com. It costs $12 a year on GoDaddy or Google Domains. Buy the domain. Build a simple one-page website. It doesn't have to be fancy. but it has to exist. This phase is what I call the cosmetic surgery of your business. We are making your business look attractive to lenders. Once you have the LLC, the EIN number from the IRS, the business bank account, the phone number listed, and the website, congratulations, you are now fundable. Now we move to the data. In the personal world, you have three masters: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. In the business world, you also have three masters, but they are different. They are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business. The king of this jungle is Dun & Bradstreet. They hold the keys to the castle. In your personal life, your social security number is given to you at birth. You don't have to ask for it. In business, your identifier is the DUNS number, or Duns number. But here is the catch. You are not born with it. You have to ask for it. If you don't have a Duns number, your business credit score does not exist. Period. So your first actionable step after this video is to go to the Dun & Bradstreet website and apply for a free Duns number. Do not pay for their expedited service or their credit builder packages that cost thousands of dollars. They will try to upsell you hard. They will call you and say, "You need to pay us $1,500 to activate your file." You do not. Just say, "I just want the free number, thank you." It might take 30 days to arrive, but it is free. Once you have that number, D&B will assign you a score. This score is called the Paydex score. The FICO score ranges from 300 to 850. The Paydex score ranges from 0 to 100. You want an 80 or higher. An 80 Paydex score is roughly equivalent to a 750 personal FICO score. But how is it calculated? This is the beautiful part. FICO is complicated. It looks at utilization, mix, history, new credit. Paydex is simple. It only cares about one thing: payment timeliness. If you pay on the due date, you get an 80. If you pay before the due date, you get a 90 or 100. That's it. If you want a perfect business credit score, you simply buy things and pay the bill 10 days early. That is the hack. But wait, Conrad, I have a new business. I have no credit cards. How can I buy things to generate a score if I have no score to get the cards? This is the credit paradox. You need credit to get credit. We solve this with vendor credit, also known as Net 30 accounts. We are going to climb a ladder. You cannot jump straight to the $50,000 cash card. You have to earn it. We do this in tiers. Tier 1. Net 30 vendors. A Net 30 account is a line of credit where a vendor sends you goods, and you have 30 days to pay the invoice. There are huge industrial suppliers that will give credit to almost anyone with a pulse and an EIN, without a personal guarantee. They want to sell you boxes, cleaning supplies, and safety goggles. You need to open at least 5 of these accounts to generate your initial Paydex score. D&B needs usually 3 to 5 reporting trade lines to generate a score. Here are the classic Tier 1 vendors you should apply for today. Uline. They sell shipping supplies. Buy some boxes, tape, or janitorial supplies. Granger. They sell industrial hardware. Buy a flashlight, batteries, or a toolkit. Quill. They sell office supplies. Buy ink, paper, or coffee for the office. CEO Creative. Summa office supplies. Here is the strategy. Go to these websites. Create a business account. Put items in your cart totaling at least $50. When you go to checkout, look for the option that says Invoice Me or Bill My Account. If they approve you, they will ship the goods and send you an invoice. When the invoice arrives, pay it immediately. Do not wait 30 days. Pay it in 2 days. Do this for 3 months. Buy $50 worth of stuff. Pay immediately. Buy, pay. Buy, pay. These vendors report to Dun & Bradstreet. After about 60 to 90 days, you will get an alert. You now have a Paydex score of 80. Congratulations. You have just birthed your business credit profile. You are now statistically more trustworthy than 80% of businesses in America. Tier 2. Store credit. Now that you have an 80 Paydex score, you can graduate to Tier 2. These are store credit cards. They can only be used at specific stores, but they are revolving, meaning you don't have to pay them off in full every month, though you should. With an 80 Paydex, you can likely get approved for the Amazon Net 55 business line, the Staples corporate card, Home Depot or Lowe's Commercial Pro accounts, or Dell Business Credit. These cards usually offer higher limits, $2,000, $5,000, maybe $10,000. And crucial point, many of them require no personal guarantee. They will ask for your SSN for identity verification, but they will base the approval on your business credit report. Use these cards. Buy a laptop from Dell. Buy office furniture from Staples. Pay it off. Now your credit file is getting thick. You have 5 vendor accounts and 3 store cards. You look like a serious operation. Tier 3, fleet cards. If your business involves driving, this is the next step. Fleet cards are gas cards used by trucking companies and sales fleets. WEX and Fuelman are the big players here. They are generally very easy to get if you have a solid Tier 2 profile. They give you high limits for fuel and vehicle repairs. Even if you just have one company car, get a fleet card. It adds another powerful trade line to your report. Tier 4, the Holy Grail. Cash credit without PG. Now we have arrived. This is what you came for. You want a Visa or MasterCard that you can use anywhere, for dinner, for flights, for Facebook ads, for inventory, that does not report to your personal credit and does not require a personal guarantee. This is where the air gets thin. This is the corporate veil in its purest form. There are 2 types of cards here, the fintechs and the banks. Let's start with the fintechs, also known as revenue-based lending. Companies like Ramp, Brex, Divvy, and Mercury. These are modern tech companies. They do not care about your FICO score. They often do not even care about your Paydex score that much. What do they care about? Cash flow. They will ask you to link your business bank account via Plaid. Their algorithm scans your bank account. If they see you have consistent revenue coming in or a healthy average daily balance, usually low to mid 5 figures like $25,000 plus, they will give you a corporate card with a high limit. These are strictly no PG. If the business fails, they write it off. They cannot sue you personally unless you committed fraud. This is the easiest path to $50,000 in credit if you have cash flow. Then there are the major banks or relationship-based lending. Getting a no PG card from Chase, Bank of America, or Amex is harder, but possible. Usually these banks require a PG for small business cards, like the Chase Inc. Business Preferred. Even though it's a business card, if you default, they come after you. However, there is a distinct line known as corporate liability. Examples include the Sam's Club Business MasterCard. This is a famous unicorn card. If your business credit is strong enough, thick file, good revenue, you can get this card without a PG. Another one is the Citizens Bank corporate card. To get these, you usually need to be in business for 2 years and have substantial revenue. But here is the nuance. Even if you have to PG a card like the Chase Inc. or Amex Business Gold, if you have built your business credit correctly, it will not report to your personal credit report. This is vital. If you max out your Amex Business Gold with $50,000 in ad spend, your personal utilization remains at 0%. Your personal score remains 800. The debt is hidden from your personal file. The only time it hits your personal file is if you default. So, while it is technically a PG, it acts like a no PG card as long as you pay the bill. I need to pause here because this is where everyone gets confused and scared. You fill out an application for a corporate card. You see a field, Social Security number. You panic. Conrad said no PG. Why are they asking for my SSN? You have to understand the Patriot Act. After 9/11, the U.S. government passed strict Know Your Customer laws. Banks are legally required to verify the identity of anyone who owns more than 25% of a business entity. They need to make sure you are not a terrorist or a money launderer. So, providing your SSN for identification purposes is mandatory. You cannot avoid it. However, there is a difference between providing SSN for ID and providing it for liability. Read the fine print. If the fine print says, "The undersigned individual personally guarantees payment of all debts," that is a PG. If the fine print says, "The authorizing officer warrants that the company," that is likely a no PG. Always read the terms. Okay, Conrad, I built the tiers. How do I get the $50,000? You do not get it from one card. You stack. Once your Tier 2 and Tier 3 are solid, about 6 months in, you execute a funding spree. You apply for multiple cards in a short window, usually 14 days. Number 1, the Sam's Club Business MasterCard. Target $10,000 to $15,000 limit. Number 2, the GM Business Card. Target $10,000. Number 3, Amazon Business Prime. Target $10,000. Number 4, a fintech card like Ramp or Divvy. Target $20,000 based on your cash flow. Boom, you have $50,000 plus in available credit. None of it reports to your personal utilization. You have separated your finances. You have built the corporate veil. Now that you have this power, do not abuse it. The corporate veil is a legal concept. It means the court treats your business as a separate person. But you can destroy this protection in 1 second by commingling funds. If you take your new shiny business MasterCard and you go to the grocery store to buy milk for your kids, you have pierced the veil. If you use the business credit line to pay for your personal Netflix, you have pierced the veil. If you use your personal checking account to pay the business credit card bill, you have pierced the veil. When you mix the money, a judge can say, "This isn't a real company. This is just Conrad's piggy bank," and they will let the creditors take your house. Keep it clean. Business expenses go on business cards. Business cards are paid by business checking accounts. If you need money personally, the business pays you a salary or a distribution to your personal checking, and then you spend it. Never cross the streams. One last insider tip that banks won't tell you. When you set up your LLC and your D&B profile, you have to choose a business category. This is called the SIC code, Standard Industrial Classification, or NAICS code. Some industries are blacklisted or restricted. If you classify yourself as real estate investing, car sales, money lending, trucking, or nightclubs, you are high risk. You will get denied more often and your limits will be lower. Banks hate real estate investors because they leverage too much. So, how do you fix this? You focus on the administrative side of your business. Instead of real estate investing, maybe you are business management consulting. Instead of trucking, maybe you are logistics and supply chain management. Instead of fix and flip, maybe you are project management. Be honest, but be strategic. Choose the code that reflects the safest part of your operations. This simple tweak can double your approval odds. Listen, I know this sounds like a lot of steps. Getting the EIN, the 411 listing, the Net 30 accounts, paying for tape and boxes you might not need. It feels like a game, and it is. It is the game of American business. You have two choices. You can play the game as a consumer, using your personal identity, risking your family's home every time you want to try a new business idea. That is high risk. Or, you can play the game as an architect. You can build a separate entity. You can feed it, grow it, and let it stand on its own 2 feet. When you have a business with an 80 Paydex score and $50,000 in no PG credit, you sleep differently. You take risks differently. You can scale your ads. You can buy that inventory in bulk. You can hire that employee, because you know that the foundation is solid. This takes about 6 months to build properly. The best time to start was 6 months ago. The second best time is right now, as soon as this video ends. Go get your EIN. Go get your DUNS number. Make that first Uline order. Start building your castle. If this video gave you the blueprint you were looking for, share it with a business partner. Don't let your friends operate as sole proprietors. Friends don't let friends pierce the corporate veil. In the description, I have linked a checklist of the best Net 30 vendors that are currently reporting to D&B in 2026. Grab that. It will save you hours of research. I'm Conrad. This is Wealth Architecture. Build it separate. Build it strong. See you in the next one.